Okay, so apparently I'm live right now. Um, how's it going, y'all? I don't even know if this is going through. Is there a way to check? So right now I am just live on StreamYard. If you guys don't know what StreamYard is, it is basically a live video streaming platform of sorts. And it is basically very plug and play. It's just like a browser version of like Streamlabs OBS or one of those other streaming platforms, streaming software. Because it could also be like TriCaster systems as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Check here. See if I am. Just gonna check if I am. Hello. Okay, so there seems to be a 5-second delay or so. But hey, don't let that stop you from saying hi and saying what's up. Leave a comment. I want to see how this works on StreamYard. I don't know if maybe this is not enough light. Is that better? I don't know if that's any better. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Feel free to leave a comment. Anyway. Maybe that was me. Live stream with no one here. No one. One thing I want to talk about right now is this. So, according to Pew Research Center, the Internet and Technology, they did a survey, a poll of U.S. adults, and basically just surveyed them on how many of them use which social media sites. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter, WhatsApp, TikTok, Reddit, and Nextdoor. I was surprised that they included Nextdoor. I had only briefly heard of Nextdoor, which is basically like a neighborhood-centered social media app. So kind of like if Facebook groups was just around your neighborhood. From what I've been told, I don't know. I haven't used it or tried it, so I don't even know what it's like. um, but yeah, there's some things that were a little bit surprising to me. Some other things that weren't so surprising. So it seems like right here you have about uh, adults under 30 stand out for their use of Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. That wasn't very surprising. A lot of the people that I know who are around my age, like 20, and the kids that are younger, yeah, they use Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. Instagram I see using the most. TikTok is like some people use it, and then Snapchat also some people use it, but more people do use Instagram as you can kind of tell over here. Instagram, 71% of those between 18 to 29, and Snapchat is at 65%. Facebook is at 70, which was actually kind of surprising. But yeah, TikTok is just around half of all under 30s people. And so here you've got Facebook at 70% with young people, which is surprising to me because people, I mean, I guess the way that they asked it was not like, do you use it consistently? It's more like, do you use it? Do you have it? And so I guess, yeah, like there are people who have Facebook. It's just whether or not they use it. Um, and yeah, so I think that was kind of a little bit surprising to me. Um, I do know that a lot more young people use Snapchat than Twitter or TikTok. Actually, TikTok was a little bit surprising. I was expecting this to be a little bit closer to where Snapchat is, but anyway, yeah, Snapchat. I know that a lot of young people use Snapchat, such as myself, and yeah, basically nobody over the age of 65. Very few people over the age of 50, and only a small certain percentage of people over the age of 30 use Snapchat. Um, but yeah, they do definitely use Facebook, and um, everyone uses YouTube. Yeah, even the people who are oldest, at least half of them use it. Um, so yeah, that was. I don't know if that is that like surprising, um, because I guess YouTube is kind of like this everything, like in every video, um, and of course Google uh, has their search engine that often just links to YouTube videos. So I guess it's not that um, difficult to comprehend that, and it is in fact a search engine in itself. So I gotta say YouTube for that, for video specifically, it is better, or at least it provides more flexibility in terms of video than say a Snapchat or an Instagram or a YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. And yeah, so it doesn't surprise me that much that so many people are using YouTube and use it frequently. Yet Twitter, it seems like they're not doing too hot. Um, yeah, they have a few things. They sort of break it down by demographic groups. So men and women, white, black, Hispanic, and then of course the age, like I mentioned, individual income. They also break it down by education and urban, suburban, and rural. So yeah, it seems like 7 in 10 Facebook users say that they visit the site at least daily, at least about once a day, if not more. Snapchat is intense. Um, and yeah, like the I remember I don't use Snapchat anymore, but I remember when I did, I would use it like intensely. And just especially with the Discover feature, you can just get sucked down into just watching random Discover Snapchat Discover stuff. And now that they have Spotlight, you can watch other people's random Snapchat stories and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, uh, and now you've got I don't even need these, but yeah, now you've got um, TikTok, which is not actually in here, but I feel like it would be soon for people who would say that they visit the site daily. Um, Let me just check out the methodology to see how they did it. So it seems like the sample size they used is about 1,000 people. They said that they have 95% level of confidence for different groups in the survey. I mean, I generally trust Pew Research's ability to perform surveys. Of course, you're not going to get it like 100%. Maybe the sample size is it's a bit off, but I think that it's pretty close. I wouldn't bet on it being that far off from the truth. Maybe some could be a little bit skewed one way or the other, but yeah, it seems about right. Just from anecdotal evidence, I don't have any other evidence to refute these these findings. So yeah, but yeah, I just think that I think the I think that when TikTok gains like a certain stronghold, a market hold, then um, you're going to see them do a lot more in terms of numbers of people that use the platform. I remember I was on it back in 2000, 2019 summer, I think. I've heard about it back in 2018 when it was Musically, and yeah, so I heard about them buying out Musically, and I didn't use Musically before then. Like I had downloaded it. Hello, welcome to the stream. Feel free to ask a question. Yeah, I'm just trying out StreamYard here, as you can see. It's kind of fun. Yeah, feel free to leave a comment. I think there's like a 5-second delay maybe between when I speak and you guys it gets delivered to you. But yeah, should be able to see. Should be able to see any comments that show up. Danielle, what's up? Yo, welcome back. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back, my friend. Do you have any questions? I don't know. So right now I'm just like testing out this StreamYard thing. How long have you been going? If I'm super late, I'm sorry. No worries. I've been going for about 12 minutes. By the way, if you ever want to check how long someone has been streaming for, you can just put I don't know if you're on mobile or on desktop, but if you're on desktop, you can just mouse over your cursor to the play headline and then just go right to the beginning of that playhead, and you just see it says it would say like minus 12 minutes and 37 seconds or whatever. So that's how you can tell. I think, let me see. I'm not sure how you could, I guess you could just do that on mobile as well. You can just bring the playhead as well, bring it backward all the way back to the beginning, and you should do the same thing. So yeah, quick tip for you. Anyway, yeah. It says where the YouTube description would be. Yeah, started streaming 11 minutes ago. That would be an easier way to do it. But if you want to know the exact number, you can do that. Yeah. I don't know. Right now, I'm just testing out this StreamYard thing, if you could tell. This is free, by the way. I had heard of this about a year ago. I knew that they were free. They had like a freemium version. So this is like up to 10 hours a month, I think, of streaming, a free streaming. And then you got to pay if you want like full 1080 HD, full 1080 HD video. But yeah, I'm just trying this out right now. It's kind of very plug and play. It's completely browser based. I just log in and just log in with my YouTube account, and I can plug it into I can plug it into my Twitter, go live on Twitter. I can go live on Facebook, I think LinkedIn is also there. I can go live on Twitch, like all at the same time, which is pretty interesting. But of course I would have to, if I want more options, if I want to get rid of this thing right here, powered by StreamYard, I would have to pay. So yeah, I'm just testing it out. I don't know if you have any specific questions about my experience so far using this StreamYard. You can ask it right now. But yeah, I was just talking about this. Hold on, let me see if I can pop it up again. Boom. I can screen share, picture in picture. Yeah, so I was talking about this, which is social media use in 2021. There was a Pew Research study of American adults, of US adults, and which one they use the most, which social media platforms they use the most. You got YouTube coming in at 81. You got Facebook coming in at 69%. Nice, Facebook, 69%. You got Instagram here at 40, Pinterest 31, LinkedIn 28, Snapchat 25, Twitter 23, WhatsApp 23 also, TikTok 21, Reddit 18, and 13 of Nextdoor. And TikTok, they just started researching. I guess they only started this year. And yeah, I guess Nextdoor, I don't know if anyone's used Nextdoor. I don't know anyone who has used it. It's supposed to be like the neighborhood version of Facebook. I don't know. I haven't used it, so yeah. But I don't have any other social media other than YouTube and Pinterest. Like I can see. Also nice, yeah. Yeah. So Pinterest is about 31%, and one thing that was not too surprising to me about Pinterest was like the male female demographic of how like that like 46% and 16%. So like of the people who use of the people who use Pinterest, it's like very heavily yeah, toward um female based, and then Reddit it's like kind of like the opposite. And then TikTok is also like very quite heavily female, but not as weighted that way. Instagram a little bit as well. You have like all these different demographic things. Basically, they like surveyed about 1,000 people. So I don't know how accurate it is. I'm assuming it's like kind of it's accurate enough. That's what I would say. Accurate enough to not have too much of a doubt about it. Yeah, this one, it's like some people will use Facebook. That would be like 70% of people use Facebook at least once a day, and then half of them use it several times a day. Snapchat is intense. Yeah, Instagram, YouTube. For me, YouTube is like the platform that I'm on like 24/7. I don't have it ready down, but I go. Yeah, just like I also sometimes just lurk on Reddit. I'll lurk on Pinterest as well. And like it is great for inspiration. Yeah, inspiration for decorating a room. But like for me, I go there for like inspiration for shots, like for different not like taking alcohol shots, but shots of just like photography ideas or video cinematography shots from movies and stuff. So yeah, I use that for inspiration for that and just pin them to boards and stuff sometimes. But like there's so many social media sites out here, and yeah, it's crazy. Like I've tried all of them, and I'm sometimes on all of them, sometimes on different ones, but like YouTube is like the platform that I'm on, that like just all the time, just since I was a wee lad, a little boy. Well, man, I think the first videos I watched on YouTube were like ripped versions of like SNL sketches or Mad TV sketches on YouTube, or like clips from Family Guy, those are like the first YouTube videos back in like 2005, and there's like no copyright ID. And then I think I started watching Ryan Higa. He was like the first YouTuber that I had ever watched. So yeah, I was how old was I? I was like 10, 2006, 2005, 2006. I was around 9 or 10 years old when I had discovered YouTube when it came around. So yeah, and I've been watching it. That's been my platform of choice ever since. Yeah, so I just thought that this was kind of interesting. If you want, you can go to Pew Research Center, Internet and Technology, pewresearch.org, and you should be able to find this study if you ever want to look into it. But yeah, let me see if I can. Yeah, let me pull up another thing that I was also wanted to talk about. Unless you also had any other questions. This is just like I'm trying this out. Just want to hang out with anyone who wants to watch a stream of some rando guy on the internet. Yeah, if you want to have any questions you want to ask, feel free to ask them. Here. This. All right. So there's this software that basically uses AI. It enhances video quality. So it upreses the resolution. It like sharpens it as well, as you can see from this photo right here. You can see it's kind of blurry on this side. Her face is kind of blurry. You can see it, like her helmet is a little blurry right here. And then this one, it's like far more sharp. And it doesn't look like fake sharp. It's like genuinely sharp. It's as if they took this one and then blurred it, instead of the other way around. So basically, I guess they would probably just feed a whole bunch of data sets or data sets or whatever, however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. Of like sharpened images and blurry images, and then say like, this is how you do it. This is how you upres it. Teaching the AI how to do it. So yeah. And it sees like, if you have DaVinci Resolve Studio Edition, which I don't, I have the free version. Yeah. I've been subbed since one of the videos you did with Avery a while back. And I have come to really like your content, even though I've known nothing about video photography. Oh, well, cool. Yeah, I think I saw your comment back on the Chicken Girls video and the video about web series. That was a fun video to do. Man, watching that show. Oh, geez. Alyssa, does it scare you that AI is getting so advanced? And what are your general thoughts of AI in general? Yeah, AI, it does. I guess anytime that things move at a blistering pace, at a very fast pace, it kind of feels like, am I driving this car or is the car driving me? Like, am I in control of this? Like, are we as humans in control of this? As like the general human population, not like one, Dr. Doofenshmirtz kind of as character. But like, one of the things about AI is like, man, Google. Here, let me see if I can show you this other thing. I'll get back to this, but Google, they had, whatever. I'll just share this again. Gee, Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, like Google had fired their, basically they had like a ethical AI board of committee kind of thing, like a sub thing, to let everyone know, like, hey, we're taking ethical concerns seriously. And then the two co-heads of the department, they put out a paper saying, like, let me just see if I can pull that up. They put out a paper saying basically, crud, hold on. Okay, but is Doofenshmirtz actually kind of a king? He loved and cared for his daughter, and he was super smart above all. Is he the real protagonist? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, he wasn't that bad of a guy, except for evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz in the 4D, or across the third dimension or whatever, that one, where Perry the Platypus is like a robot Frankenstein thing. Like he was that guy was evil. Regular, canonical, regular mainstream Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He was just like a whatever guy, just in cartoonish ways. But yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Let me see if I can pull that up. Google AI. This thing. Here, let's see if I pull this up. So to answer your question, he was like just like the most well-rounded character in the whole show. He has so many layers, and it's great. The flashbacks to his childhood. Yeah. Oh, dude, don't even get me started. The flashbacks, Dr. Doofenshmirtz's childhood. I was gonna do the voice. Patty the Platypus. What are you doing here? Am I doing it? I remember back in the day. Also, congrats on almost 500 subs. Oh, thank you. Let me know if I'm doing this, the accent, the Doofenshmirtz. The Doofenshmirtz. Oh. Okay, thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks, y'all. Here, so going back to, yes, Dan Popenmeyer would be proud. Yeah, maybe I should record a TikTok on it. He's been real active on TikTok. I can't do the Perry the Platypus stuff. I don't know. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. This thing right here. Yeah. So it seems like large language models, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like they're just taking like everything from the friggin' internet and just putting it in there. But basically there was like some arguments about it. Let me see if I can find where it is that they had. Trying to figure that out. Hold on. Here we are. Yeah, so this one, the Google AI manager resigns following controversial firings of two top researchers. So yeah, some of the researchers in the ethical AI team. So this guy oversaw the ethical AI team prior to resignation. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, so two Google engineers also quit the company in protest, citing Gabru's firing. I don't know if you've heard of this. Phineas and Ferb. It's a great show. It is probably one of the best Disney shows. Phineas and Ferb, man. Like, it's so packed with jokes in like a 13-minute or 11-minute segment. There's like usually two segments in each episode. So good. Yeah, I would say like my favorite pilot though is got to be like the Good Luck Charlie pilot. That pilot episode was just like, it was well cast, well written. Like, it was surprising how good the young actors were. The chemistry between the family, the Duncan family, that was great. We could talk about that too if you guys want, but I just wanted to also talk about AI or whatever you guys want to talk about. Good Luck Charlie was so good. Yes. I actually, so I only watched the first season in total. We're talking about total seasons, and then I sort of watched some of the second season. And that was around the time I was like 14, 15, and I was sort of like stopped watching Disney Channel as much because like I don't know, you just sort of age out of it. And then I got back to watching it just because it's like, damn, this is I don't know, like you get a little bit of nostalgia, even though it's like maybe like 10 years ago. It's not that long ago. Yeah, I think they started shooting like about 10 years ago. So yeah. Anyway, so going back to AI, this is like the way that Google is handling ethicalness of their AI, like Kit of Star AI ethics researches. So these two people, Timnit and Timnit Gebru and Margaret Mitchell, they were co-leading the ethical AI team, and Gebru was fired in December while working on a paper about the dangers of large language models, which is what Google is using. And yeah, they were basically saying like, this is kind of risky, so we got to be careful about it. Yeah, so she was fired. This person was fired while working on a paper talking about the dangers of it. Why? Well, and apparently, like they said, hold on. I don't know if it's here, but some of them were just outright firing. Yeah, so they're like the two female leaders in this organization. Yeah, it's pretty crazy because like, and then right after that, Mitchell was terminated in February after using a script to search her emails for evidence of discrimination against Gebru. This is like super crazy. Like all the ethical AI people are just leaving Google and like leaving one of the world's most powerful tech companies without like the strong ethical AI team. Like you're like, that makes me a little bit scared, a little bit too. So yeah, like firing someone who disagrees. Yeah, totally. How do you feel about DuckDuckGo? I know pretty much nothing about it, and I've been getting a bunch of Ecosia ads lately, and I don't know if it's legit. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find much. So I've been using DuckDuckGo for the past year or so. I still use Chrome just because I have a whole bunch of Google accounts, and it just makes it easier sometimes. I might switch over to Firefox eventually. Yeah, I've used Ecosia once or twice. So from what I could read online, it does seem like Ecosia does actually follow through on like planting those trees. Of course, like the tree counter thing, that's kind of like it's iffy because they do it based off of like how much money that they are able to make based off of and like their revenue versus their operating their costs and their assets and liabilities, basically like a regular sheet of financials that any accountant of a business might get. And so the tree counters is maybe not very exact, but they do actually donate and partner up with those organizations. And the in terms of the privacy aspect of it, it is I don't know fully right now, but it does seem that they are. I think they are using the I think they were using Google's results, or maybe it's Bing's results or something like that, and then sort of filtering it. But yeah, they are getting a little bit better. Maybe I might start switching them soon. Isn't there a search engine that is plastic? Is that a dream I had? Maybe. I don't know. I also sometimes I for my phone I use Brave browser for browsing the internet and DuckDuckGo for search engine. Um, and yeah, I find that like it's pretty good because when I search something, um, doesn't feel as creepy where they just follow you around. And if I wanted to have Google's search results instead of DuckDuckGo's, I can always just put in G um, exclamation point and hit enter, and then shows you the Google results, which is great because sometimes the image, when I'm doing image searches on DuckDuckGo, it's not as extensive as Google's. Like they pull a lot more images, and they know exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All these different companies, you feel like a little bit like how you feel a little bit unsure about it, but hey, I mean, I'm just trying all of them. I don't really have that much allegiance to one or the other. Um, Same thing with editing software. A lot of people who watched my DaVinci Resolve challenge video, where I challenged myself to switch to DaVinci Resolve, people thought that I was just saying like, "Oh, I love Premiere and I hate DaVinci Resolve." Not like I've been using Resolve for the past like 3 months or so. I like it. I have no allegiance one way or another. Um, I just think like, yeah, they each have their pros and cons and whatever. So yeah. Oh, tablet uses Bing. Yo, yeah, man, Bing it. Yo, you don't know something? Yo, we should Bing that. Yo, you gotta Bing that. Yo, how tall is Michael Jordan? I don't know. We should Bing it, man. We should definitely Bing it. I go to a public high school and they give us really bad Chromebooks, so we have to use Google. Yeah. Um. Well, can't you just? I mean, if you're on a browser, can't you just go to DuckDuckGo.com and then search? I think that's also an option. Of course, Chrome is the only option there. So yeah, sorry. Um, Wait, I get that reference. I don't know. I don't think that was a reference. I think that was just me being stupid. um, Jax Films talks like that sometimes. So maybe that is it's a reference to how Jax Films does his things. How do we do that? I don't know. We should think it. That's the way Jax Films talks sometimes. Isn't it from a movie? Yeah. Bro. Geez, I don't know. Like Scrubs? No. It's like Law and Order. Maybe a network show. Or maybe it's uh, or maybe it's like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I don't know. Bing it. Yes. Jack's Films. John's Movies. Also, going back to your comment on Sweet Life. I liked Sweet Life. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I liked Sweet Life on Deck a little bit more. Some episodes, but not all of them. And then Sweet Life. I guess I like them both. I like them both. Yeah, they were both cool. Jonathan's filmography. When you blow up, remember this conversation you're having with Danielle and I. I will remember. I think I said on a Regal show stream. On Deck had Debbie Ryan. Yeah, Debbie Ryan. Hold on. To Debbie Ryan. Am I Debbie Ryan yet, guys? Am I Debbie Ryan yet? Rick. Stop. Yeah. I had a crush on Debbie Ryan when I was a kid. I don't have anything else to add to that. Anyway, moving on. I'm Radio Rebel. You're just as good as an actor as her. Wow. Oh, thank you. Guys, be sure to check out my next movie. It is called The Wipe Away. Yeah, it is about one man, one teenage boy who tries to figure out how to get his dad's toilet paper business back on track as he pursues the girl of his dreams and just tries to do things the good old high school way and be a regular old teenager. That's coming up on Disney Channel. I'm Anton Wong, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Shake It Up is next. Why weren't you a child star? Yeah, I used to want to be an actor as a kid. I still wouldn't mind being in like movies and TV shows. If I had that auto corrected to Radiohead. I like the song. Does anyone remember 16 Wishes? Oh, yes, it is a drumstick. I also used to play the drums. I don't know if anyone cares. But yes, I used to also play the drums, play percussion. 16 Wishes. I don't think I've seen it. I might have seen it, but I might not have. But what's that other movie? Minutemen. Bro, one of the non-musical DCOMs, Minutemen. No cap, man. Best DCOM ever, I gotta say. Did you play in a high school band, or was it just a hobby? It started off as just a hobby, and then I played. Well, I mean, I played percussion in high school, as part of like the school band. It was like music class. It was a credit and all that. But I found out that I just didn't like it as much as other things. I just liked the camaraderie of being in band more than anything else. So I was okay at music, but I just didn't like practicing all that much. Yeah, so it wasn't really my thing. Like a lot of my friends were a whole lot better. My one friend, he went to fellow percussionist. He went to Berklee College of Music, studied jazz performance there. Another friend of mine, he went to Humber College here in Toronto, studied jazz, and then dropped out because he was earning enough money from gigging. So he became a jazz drummer, and now he's doing like EDM production. If you want to search him up, Music by Cade online, or Alex Cade on Spotify. He does like EDM remixes and stuff. So yeah. Like, but anyway, back to the important part. Yes, Minutemen with Jason Dolly, best DCOM ever. I'm not sure how I got to this topic, but anyway, doesn't matter. I think we started off with Doofenshmirtz, but anyway, I gotta say that is probably the best. Okay, you're from the state of Massachusetts. But yeah, and I gotta say, best DCOM of all time, High School Musical 2. I haven't seen the Descendants movies, so I can't comment on that. I heard they're good, especially like the second one I hear is really good. But High School Musical 2, best DCOM ever. Yeah. I don't know if you have any other questions. I've only seen one. Oh, the first High School Musical? That one's good too. But in High School Musical 2, they let Zac Efron sing. Because in the first one, it was just they hired someone else because I think they wanted a higher register voice. Because they're like, boys don't have that low of a register voice in high school. And then in the second one, they're just like, screw it, let's just let Zac Efron sing. So yeah. Let's see if I could find another some more stuff here to talk about today. Going back to this, yeah, this is pretty cool. Like going from this to this. Like that's pretty impressive. Going from this to this. It's almost uncanny. This almost looks like one of those creepy 3D AI things. you know? Very not yeah, creepy 3D things. Are those, you ever been to, like, that side of YouTube where it's, like, weird 3D surrealist art and it's, like, comped in, like, composed in, um, and everything? Yeah. It kinda looks like that, or like a video game graphics. Like, this is kind of impressive. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. So maybe one day. Oh, just 2 people live right now, 2 people on the stream. Yeah, it kind of gives me mocap vibes, and I'm very well versed on that side of YouTube, yes. Um, what's his name? Cyranek? He makes some good stuff like that too. Some 3D stuff in, like, in Blender or whatever. Um, yeah, so basically, like, the stuff that, like, Corridor Digital does, but then, like, cranked up to 15 on a scale of 1 to 5. They crank it up to 15. Um, yeah, those, like, surrealist videos. Oh, man. I think it's just you and me, Danielle. Or maybe someone else just joined. Doesn't matter, just come say hi. Feel free to ask a question. Like I said, right here, down here. I'm just trying out StreamYard, so feel free to ask any questions. Um, yeah. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this live stream for, but yeah. One thing that's really cool. Let me see if I can just screen share my this. Doesn't seem like I can. Yeah, okay, I can. Boom. Whoa, look at that. Look at this infinite loop. Uh, you know that, like, Interstellar meme where it's like it does this and then it starts playing the Interstellar music in the background, or like someone puts a piece of cheese on a kitten and then they go like this. The kitten goes like this, and they start playing the Interstellar music in the background. I love those videos. I don't know what I was talking about, but yeah, this is what I'm using, StreamYard. Yeah, as you can see, I was watching a tutorial, and yeah, I can see like all of your comments here on the side. I can hop in between different things, so I can hop completely in there. I can go back into picture-in-picture mode. I can do a smaller version like this. There's also, like, if I have guests on, I can do guests over here. The girl who put the flower on the cat's head. Yes. So that was so funny. I love those. And then I could just go straight to just me. Uh, yeah. So, like, this is pretty good. I like this. And if you can see here, let me show. Here on the side, you can see all of your comments here. Hi. And I can show the comments. So go here and just like, boom, go put the flower on the cat's head. You see? See, it's just like right there. You can see the comments. I think that's pretty cool. You can just show a bunch of comments. I forgot to say bye to Alyssa. I didn't even see her comment saying that she's leaving. I should have said bye to her or them. I should have just said bye. But oh well. Y'all can watch this again later. And this is where I create the banner. So this ticker banner, I can hide it, and I can edit it to type in whatever I want. This is a banner. Bruce. Dave. Boom, show. And over here you have a bunch of like brand stuff. So I can show my name, or I can. I don't think I have to show my brand name. Let me see if I can turn that off. Pretty sure I can turn that off. Oh, shoot. Here. Boom, turned it off. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Ain't that neat? Private chat. And there's this. So yeah. So that's how that works. I don't know if you guys ever want to use StreamYard. Or if you have any other questions, if you have questions about StreamYard or anything else. Yeah, I was just wanted to just come on here and talk to you guys. See what y'all are up to and see what I'm up to. I have a video coming out this week. I'd shot a bunch of stock video, and I'm going to make a video about my experiences shooting stock video. Yeah, I made some mistakes, quite a few, I would say. But one might say that mistakes make videos more interesting, and it just makes life more interesting. It's more spicy when things are not going right, you know? Nice spicy things. How do you feel about mocap? Is it uncanny to you as it is to me? Mocap. I mean, depends on what they use it for and how it's done, because like Avatar, Thanos in the Avengers, basically a bunch of stuff, like big CGI stuff. A lot of that is mocap, and it's done very well. But of course, when you have that mocap that's not very good and it's like in that uncanny valley, then it is a little bit unnerving. I will have to admit. But yeah, I think I want to get a Rococo suit or something like that so bad, just to try out motion capture. Yeah, Unreal also just put out a what's it called? A guide on how to do remote virtual production, and I want to try that as well. There's so many things I want to try. But yeah, motion capture. I think at some point there's also going to Polar Express growth to these. Yeah. There's also like motion capture with your phone, like where like it tracks using certain tracker points on your face. Like Snapchat technically has motion capture, not in the same way, obviously, but kind of like AR using just data points and AI. And I think with the phones that have LiDAR technology, so the newest iPhone Pro, 12 Pro or whatever, that has LiDAR. So basically shoots light off of it, bounces it off, and then detects on your phone. And then it uses that to measure the distance. And so you can actually, there's this thing called photogrammetry. I don't know how familiar you guys are with it, but like you can just take a video or a bunch of photos recording of a certain area, a certain object, excuse me, and it captures that data, or it captures that information, the photos, and then just compiles it into a 3D object. And now with like LiDAR technology, you can use that in combination with those photos. So you can not only get depth through, just taking a bunch of photos, but also depth through the LiDAR sensor. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Should top this off, end this stream with something fun. Boom. Let's talk about influencers and reality stars. Two things that the internet just can't get enough of and just loves to hate. Yeah. I think this is kind of interesting, just the way they're doing it now. Pulling influencers from, TikTok and whatever, Snapchat, YouTube, and then giving them reality series. Like they've tried it before, but it hasn't always translated because the people who are on like the audiences of these influencers, so yeah, Nikita Dragun, for example, or Charlie D'Amelio, or even taking like Rhett and Link, the people who are the audiences may not necessarily be audiences who watch network television or even cable. They might not even have cable, like HBO. There are so many cord cutters, but now with Hulu and Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus, all those other pluses, HBO Max. There's just going to be so many. This is a loaded topic. I really don't know how I feel about most major influences, the ones who aren't terrible, which is also a lot. Just gonna. That's water. I don't know why I sipped it like that. Yeah. I think when you give people power, it just increases who they are, and also sometimes makes people I don't want to be an overnight success because I'm afraid of what that could do. Like, I don't know if I would be able to handle that. Some people are, but not everyone is, because they might not see all of the positive or negative effects that they have, and sometimes it's difficult to be connected with your audience when you have all this power and this opportunity at your fingertips. And before then, you were really just working hard to get any sort of power or opportunity, and now you have this, and so it's a bit like, sometimes it can feel a little bit like drinking out of a fire hose. Yeah, but I think there's some who are, just like doing their thing, like, Rhett and Link. I don't think they call themselves influencers. They call themselves creators or just YouTubers, video producers. Yeah, but I will agree that, like, there has been a lot of, anytime that someone is in power, there's a potential for abuse of power. This guy right here has also has some controversies and currently going through, like, I think that when you have that much power, it's I don't know. The other, like, two people may have just dropped out from the stream, but yeah. Yeah, it's not a topic I'm going to be able to address in a few minutes. But just like thinking of this from like the business perspective, the people the audiences who were watching digitally, they were on these digital platforms, and they're digital native, some of them, and they only watch things digitally. So, being on those like Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Hulu, Netflix, I think it just makes sense now that they're going into reality and just other not linear television, but I guess long form content on these other places. So I think it just makes sense. Like, going back to the whole Chicken Girls thing, where they got people who already have existing audiences and then bring them onto a show, and then cast them onto a show to bring their audiences over. And that worked because it was just a YouTube show. It's like a YouTube web series. Chicken Girls was just, and Brat TV is just like a YouTube thing. So I think it worked that way. And so maybe it'll work with these guys. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Yeah. Do you have any final questions, Danielle? It seems like it just seems like it's just the two of us right now before I head off the stream. Just for yeah. It was an hour stream that I wanted to do. Chicken Girls was an experience. It was an experience. I rewatched, not rewatched. I went to go to see like some of their. So I saw the season 7, episode 1, and like the main girl, played by Jules LeBlanc, her younger sister, who plays her younger sister in the show, Haley LeBlanc, ends up being like the main girl in season 7, because the rest of them went off to leave the show and do their own things. I gotta say, like, the acting is better, the production design is better in season 7, the cinematography and editing choices are better. It's not great, but it is better than season 1. Season 1 what I would have made when I was in high school. Yeah. Do you have any other questions before I head off this stream, Danielle? It's just the two of us. You can join me again next week. Maybe if I do this again next week, but I'll probably be uploading a video this coming week, so you can be prepared for that. A mild improvement, yes. I will say Haley's acting is better than Jules' acting, like the younger sister. Her acting is better than her older sister. And, it's hard for like child actors. Like, you're not even fully aware of what you yourself are doing and like your effect on other people. So it's already hard to do that as yourself. And then now you're trying to play another person. So yeah, it's not easy being a child. It's not like trying to act as a child while being a child. Not easy. But I think Haley is getting pretty close. So maybe in a few years she'll be in like bigger roles. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it. Can't wait for the new video. Yeah, it'll be up on Monday, Tuesday, something like that, this coming week. Anyway, yeah, thanks for joining the stream, Danielle. I don't think I have anything else to say. There's like a whole bunch of other tabs that I pulled up just in case I had nothing else to talk about. But it seems like we talked about a lot today. We learned a lot about Phineas and Ferb and how High School Musical 2 is the best Disney Channel original movie of all time. It's just, I don't know where this voice comes from, but I started using it. All right. Take care. If you just joined the stream, you can go back and rewatch the other parts of the stream if you'd like. But I am signing off. I will be uploading a video this coming week, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, if you just joined, feel free to peruse through the previous. Hold on. Feel free to peruse through the previous. Right here, all the way back here. Anyway, yeah. That's definitely Alan Rickman. Oh, okay. All right. See you guys. Take care.